Hey everyone, I messed that up. Hey everyone, we're back with Fate Grand Order. Well, I mean, I even messed that up again. I forgot to say I'm HorseyEatYou. I always kind of mean to say that, but like, you know, who cares? Anyways, we got a roll to do before we get started with Lost Belt 7. Please? Well, on the bright side, New Year's is coming up, and I think there's gonna be some New Year's courts. I think? I don't actually know. They usually give some stuff away, right? I don't know how much to expect. Hold on. FGO New Year 2022. Let's look that up real quick. What can I expect? Can I expect to get Needle Chris Alter? Lissandro, please. 20 million QP, a ticket. Oh wait, no, I think this is for the NA 2020. Who cares? Okay. Anyways, so this is gonna be a long video because basically these first two arrows are fairly short, and then the last two are very long, which is annoying. Makes it hard to break up. So yeah, we're in for the long haul at the Golden City. It's so hot! Yeah, you can see the steam. They get the kick back into high gear as soon as we cross the river. I want to go back and play with Protea. Oh, you're going back to the first underworld, Marine. Wait, did she have to stay there? I'm sorry to hear that. No, I think she's with us, right? Depu, you meanie! Of course I'm not gonna go back. Crying. Still one of Horsey's bodyguards, you know? Wasn't being serious. Just wanted to vent. But it'd be nice if you let me stay under your wing for a bit. Under my wing? I see. Because the shade will help you keep cool, yes? Nice to see Tapu and Burin getting along so well. They're like father and son. I probably shouldn't have just jumped right to calling Tapu a father. We don't know how old he is. 10 million. Father? That's the name of one of the two providers of genetic material for your species, right? I don't really see the merits of procreating to raise a genealogical successor. But if you're imagining the two as father and child, I agree that Tapu seems older than the rest of you. Oh, you know, we haven't had Marisberry mentioned for a while. I'm pretty sure I'm evil, but I forget what he's evil, but I forget what I'm basing that off of. Let's see, if you convert his age to human years, I'd say he's around 90, give or take. Tapu, he's gonna die! That's a death flag. He's more of a grandfather than a father. Oh gosh, I had no idea I've been asking so much of a senior citizen. Oh, don't worry. Quite alright. Dino's bodies remain in perfect health until they meet their end. More importantly, are you sure you don't mind leaving Protea behind? Okay, so we did. Still don't understand the summoning system very well, but wasn't there something else you could have done? Thank you, Protea. We never could have crossed the first underworld without your help. Thanks, Protea. You're still so happy, even after that major huge mess along the way. See, I didn't remember like using her as a support much. So this makes sense. What, that? That wasn't a mess. That's just another interaction with a primitive creature. It's like when you go to pet a dog and it ends up biting you. That kind of thing happens all the time, right? It's pretty clearly something that happened to Director Olga Marie. I think silence might be golden here. Right, Senpai? Yeah, this is as far as I go. Thank you so much, everyone. Huh? You're staying here? Why don't you come with us? You're part of Chaldea too, right? Is she still bound to like the underworld thing? I'm afraid she can't do that, young man. Although the mask no longer holds any sway over her, King Protea is still unable to leave this boundary of the underworld. Okay, so we just bait Ort out here and she can have a kaiju versus kaiju battle. Because Ort's a kaiju, right? But not really, like, he's basically Godzilla. Only reason she was able to operate here without either the Stormborder or Horsey as her master was her having been made into the Stratum's guardian. He's right. May have been summoned in the Stormborder, but I felt it make land before I could form a contract and magical energy connection to master. If this is like the only thing she does this Lost Belt, I'm gonna be highly disappointed. Like, what if like all three of the servants are just here to help us get past the underworlds? I still have a large magical reactor, so I can at least move around on my own. But that weird bad guy, Kabutops, forced me to agree to become a guardian in exchange for power. So you met him before us? That little bad guy, pardon my French. Do something, father. Give her a way to leave this toxic work environment. I wish I could. That's a way to phrase it. Can we remove the infected parts from her? This matter reaches into a very spirit origin of itself. He is good at surgery. To take King Protea out of this... Wait, actually, that really mirrors Heaven's Feel, doesn't it? You got a Sakura face, you got a Kirei face. Take King Protea out of this level of the underworld would require a complete reset. What if we had her disappear, then summon her again at the border? Perfectly viable. Do we consider the risks of resummoning? Remember, King Protea has a divine spirit. The odds of summoning her again are slim. Even if you succeeded, it may not be the same King Protea. Even when speaking of a single heroic spirit, it's impossible to see the same version again once they've disappeared. That is the fate of all servants, Lady U-Olga Marie. I hope you can understand. What? Why would anyone ever... Who had the idea for such a terrible system? Nasu! Thank you for getting sad on my behalf. But it isn't all bad. I may have been turned into an altar and made into a Shochito doll. But at least I have materialized here in the first level of the underworld, even without a master. So I'll wait here in case you all come back. And if you do, then I'll flail around so hard no enemy will be able to touch us. Although, if we do come back when we get our command spells back, that would be cool, right? So like we don't get her for a while, but like, you know, maybe in like part 2 or something. I'll always be your servant, Horsey, no matter what happens. Protea is stronger than we give her credit for. Sure, we can figure something out once we reach the storm border. I see. I do feel bad about leaving her behind, but if you say so, I'll take your word for it. So nice of you to worry about Protea, even though you didn't talk to her much, Tapu. Did she take your breath away too? I don't blame you. Her horns are really cool. No, not exactly. I only feel that aquatic animals are, well, difficult. Most Danos live on land. Only a scant few live in water or take to the air. Terrestrial Danos like me have a hard time sympathizing with their unique way of seeing the world. But I still... Wait, did I say that right? Terrestrial, yeah, okay, I said it right. But I still feel bad about society isolating such Danos just because they're a different size or shape. By the way, Mashu, have you been able to contact the border? No. Our last communication was about 48 hours ago. It said their comms equipment had broken down. I see. So you don't have any information about their status now. What do you know, Kirei? Perhaps then you should be more concerned about them than about a single servant. I'm aware Chaldea's staff consists of seasoned veterans at this point, but this is still Mictlan. This is a lost belt. This is in direct opposition to proper human history. And of course, humans aren't nearly as durable as servants. Were I you, might not just wait for something to happen to them. Thanks for the tip. Come on, Mashu, let's hurry. Excellent. As to your next step, I suggest you prepare to combat a horde of carnivorous insects approaching from above. How ironic that the Danos are herbivores, the insects here are carnivorous. But of course, the worst part about these insects is all the diseases they carry. Very true. Those winged insects can penetrate a Dano's hide to pump any number of toxins into their blood. Those toxins don't damage their cells directly. They do send unbearable pain signals to the brain. So painful is the toxin that many Danos choose to take their life simply to end their suffering. In fact, this condition is the 6th most common cause of death among our kind. One of the top 5. So even the weakest of creatures have means of devouring the strong. Ha ha ha! Just what I would expect from the jungle. Survival of the fittest clearly has nothing on this place. What's so funny? Do you want to get hit with pain so bad it makes you want to end it all? Please, Horsey, please get those bugs out of here. Okay, let me pull the game press guide up just to see if there's any, you know, funny business. What is... Oh, right, we can only summon in the underworld. I was about to question it. Well, I guess I don't want that. Oh, no, we get a real one. Okay. The Berserker, Lancer, Rider. Does it say 2 waves? Okay, Moss is perfect here. Oh no, Oh, choose. Oh. Could we have chosen Olga Marie here then? Okay. And then Castor Artoria? Might as well put something on here like we won't need it this time around, but in case the party saves, let's put this one on. Okay. Hey, we actually get to choose now. That's nice. Okay. But I also do like how we're restricted, which kind of, you know, I like when, you know, the gameplay kind of matches the story, right? Like we are at a disadvantage here. Oh, it's 3 waves? I thought it was 2 waves. Oh no, I'm looking at 4-4. Oh shoot. Okay. I mean, it doesn't matter. Probably. Oh, I looked at the classes in the guide, so these might not actually be lancers at all. But I mean, they have like no H. Well. Oh yeah, these are riders and assassins. Bit of our Kiara. Oh well. We get to see more Masa. That's his own reward, right guys? Oh yeah, anyway, I have something to talk about. So, you may or may not be aware of this, but right before I uploaded Lost Boat 7, I uploaded a video I recorded back in February, right after I finished Lost Boat 6, right? It was a tier list video of all the Fate Grand Order story chapters. It popped off. Like, when I recorded, I was like, oh yeah, maybe this will get like, you know, 1 view. No. So the first day I got about 80 views, right? I saw that the next morning. I was like, oh wow, that did pretty good. So, you know, I uploaded my daily video. I went back to check on it. After that uploaded, like an hour later, it was up to 200 views. And then by the end of the day, it got like 1,000 views. And the YouTube algorithm must have loved it. Like, it really... I think it showed that like 90% of the views were from like the YouTube recommended thing. It really surprised me. I'll just do that. Like in no world did I think, oh yeah, that's gonna be one of my most viewed videos this decade. He's like, I was looking at my most viewed videos after that. Well, my most viewed public video is a Doki Doki Literature Club. I think the finale. He's like, I was one of the first people on YouTube to actually record that. Like, this was before it went like, you know, viral, and so it wasn't even on Steam at the time, right? Like a week before it came out on Steam, it launched, and it was just like a file you downloaded off of Reddit. And I was like, oh yeah, sure. Because I saw people talking about it, so I was like, I'll try this out. But that Doki Doki Literature Club video is not actually my most viewed video. Over the years, because I've had this YouTube channel for like far too long, I've taken down some of my older videos, so I'm like, yeah, I don't want that on my channel anymore. I just privated them or unlisted them. Like actually just yesterday, I was like, okay, you know, maybe now it's time. I unlisted my Everlasting Summer videos. It's like I was like, I don't know, like 14 or 15 when I recorded those, and you know, I'm not gonna rewatch them, and anything I did at that age is probably terrible. Right? Hold on, is that? Yeah. Yeah, now it's all Olga Marie cards. This? Okay. But Everlasting Summer is not my most viewed, although it does have multiple like 1K plus videos because clickbait. But my most viewed videos back before I even did visual novels, they were Minecraft videos, right? There is this Minecraft server, it's an MMO, I think it's called Windcraft. I think it's still gone. I think they still make updates like regularly for it, which is cool. Anyway, way back in the day, it had like quests and stuff, right? Which it still does, but there weren't really any guides for them. So I just made like video guides, and I think the most viewed one, which is like a cryptic one that people had problems with, got like 30,000 views or something. So anyway, I took those down when like I said, whatever Doki Doki popped up, I was like, okay, I can take those down now. He's like, you know, I have something else to show off in first place. Like, yeah. Nighttime. I'm sorry guys, I'm so useless. Oh, you're still stewing about earlier, Marine? Come on, let it go. We're in a strange new land. It's impossible to see through the foliage. It's super hot, and those things could fly. I don't blame you at all for not noticing them. Even mushers or necks would detect them until they're right on top of us. It's true. I'm sorry. Still don't know why I didn't register those insects as a threat. Not your fault, Mashu. I'm on the lookout. My job to catch those things your gizmo misses. Don't beat yourself up, Marine. You've been plenty of help. Your moral support. I have? Okay, then I'll keep doing my best. Maybe one day I'll be a real jungle treasure hunter. That's all well and good, Marine. Why don't we take a little break first? It's not safe to cross the jungle by night. There's the Koame, the great serpents who move too quickly for us to notice. The Sipasith, large alligators who blend into their surroundings until they're within biting range. Those carnivorous insects, and the mindless Danos lurking around. We would be much safer staying in one place and resting until the sun returns. Once it has, we can resume our journey. Okay, then I'll take the night watch. Oh, that's okay, Marine. But I frequently the bugs don't like that. Like, in that last battle, I set up a bounded field to repel insects. That should be enough. Okay, that's convenient. The Ordneck should alert us if anything else hostile gets close. I think we can all sleep soundly tonight. Oh great! I can break out my sleeping bag! I love curling up in it. What, did you take that with you when you jumped out? Or fell out, I don't know. The storm mortar? Repelling insects with a frequency of sound they dislike. What a clever idea! So this is how proper human history's humans compensate for what they lack themselves. Huh. Also a textbook example of why maybe you shouldn't always fill every void you find. Take nuclear fission, for example. Sure, it provides plenty of energy, but also produces some seriously harmful waste. Really, when you think about it, the whole course of human technological development makes no sense. The waste isn't actually, like, nuclear fission, I don't know. I mean, if you were to, like, you know, go up to it, I imagine it'd be harmful. But we can contain it pretty easily, right? I think? I don't know. Any species with two brain cells to rub together would figure out a way to deal with that kind of waste before experimenting with nuclear fission. Proper human history's humans are focused on getting their absolute most potent thing they can at the expense of all else. There's an expression someone coined that really sums it up. He's too smart for your own good. Anyway, my point is, shouldn't be too quick to praise proper human history, type of you. Still, if they ever get around to a real clean energy revolution by finding a stable way to achieve nuclear fusion, then I'll be willing to accept them as honorary space humanoid life forms. Ha ha ha. What are honorary space humanoid life forms? Like Space Ishtar. A humanity worthy of my rule. Or to put it another way, humanity 100 years from now. Or about 99 years. Can I ask you something, Olga Marie? It's something I've been wondering about for a very, very long time now. Why President of Earth? I'm not asking you what the position means. I'm asking why you want it. Oh, come on, Mashu. Why would you even need to ask something so You know, why do you want to be Pres UO? Are you mocking me? Ah, fine. I guess presidents do need to hold the occasional press conference. Came here from an empty planet when I heard this planet crying out for help. I came here to help, so I have no intention of claiming the planet as if it were my own personal property. Okay, sorry. And that's why I don't have any plans to declare myself king or become one, like Camazotz did. Oh, is he the Lost Belt King then? I see my role on this planet as being about raising and guiding its intelligent life. I want its government to be fair, its history to be just, create a world where all kinds of people and opinions are treated with respect and acceptance. A president supervises your people, represents their interests, and celebrates their successes. That's the sort of leader I wanted to be, I think. I still can't remember my specific plans or my exact reasons, but anyway, that's what I think ruling is about. That's why I have to wipe everything away and start your foolish species over from scratch. Oh no, she's remembering. Don't let her finish that thought. Why do you keep calling me that? As if what happened at the palace wasn't weird enough. How many times are you going to... Did I say Director Olga Marie out loud? I don't know. No way, the first time we went was at that cave, right? Where did I get palace from? Well, never mind. Since your memory's obviously so terrible, I'll make it real simple for you. I've come to this planet to rid it of evil. It's funny you're the one saying that. Put it back on the right path. A great leader here to guide humankind out of its own foolishness. That is U-Olga Marie. Does that answer your question? Yeah, but if we're so foolish... Think there are other better choices of intelligent life to help out in the vastness of space? Idiot. When did I say being foolish was a bad thing? Besides, humanity is far from the only foolish species out there. Heck, intelligent life forms are basically foolish by nature, right? The universe wouldn't be what it is if we didn't make mistakes. Is that why the Lost Boats had like... They all show like definite paths humanity could have taken then? It's all well and good to say this for my high horse. Oh, what? Talking about me? But when is my body going to work like it's supposed to again? My humanity output organs are down to only 4% capacity. My primary data processing faculties have completely crashed. Can't even be a decent secretary like this, let alone president. What exactly am I anyway? Okay. Is that from Excalibur or is it from like whatever the ghost guy was? That may have been, that looked a little like Ereshkigal. But I'm gonna guess it was Blondie instead. We're calling him that now. Oh, city. We're just going right past it? Oh. Wait, is that the city? Okay, we're in the third stratum. That is where the city is. Where? Okay, we'll find out, I guess. You'd think they'd really stop there. Where is the storm border again? It's in the third stratum, right? Or is it in the fourth? I don't know. I thought it was in the third. Same one as this is the Kinitsa, right? Planes are massive. Oh, we need Ranger a bit. He's one of the 3 servants. No idea there are places like this in Mictlan. I thought it would all be steep mountains and dense foliage everywhere we went. Still too hot and too much sunlight? The breeze feels so nice. Come on, let's hurry. The storm border should be somewhere in the jungle past these plains. Okay. This isn't good. I'm afraid I have some unfortunate news and a suggestion. They're like, never mind. Too late. Wyverns! You had best prepare for imminent combat. Tepu? Not even trying to sneak across the plains anymore, huh? Oh, Salome, you'll get no mercy from us. You thought we'd be fooled by you bringing along a mindless Danos? You thought wrong. King of Dinosaurs has decreed that any who try to cross the plain should be attacked on sight. Danos or not. You ocelotl guys are in for a world of pain now. Okay. I am interested in seeing what these guys are like. Like, I've come around. Oh, okay. It saves our servants. That's nice. What? No Olga Marie? I thought it showed her. Weird. I'll take Cabotrot then. Give her like kaleidoscope or something. Like, I've mostly come around to like Tepu's design, right? Like just being around him, been like, okay, yeah, he's a dinosaur, but like, yeah, of course he can talk. He's Tepu, right? But now like generic dinosaurs, I'm not sure. Like, that's just a T-Rex. They don't even have glasses. Oh, this battle ends after 3 turns. I see. Wonder if we could break that. More masa. I just will try, right? Just pop it all. What was I talking about? My tier this video? Wait. Oh yeah, my most viewed videos, right? So yeah, I had like 5 or 6 Minecraft guides. I got like well over 10,000 views. Like, I was just in the right place at the right time, right? Oh, my break. Yeah, okay. Wonder if we can just kill him before 3 turns ends. Well, no, I think his ignore invincibility only lasts 1 turn. Follows power. Okay. Are there any other series of head that I've taken down? Like, I mean, definitely, right? Like in like my first. Oh, hey, another one. Yeah, I don't think we can break it. Like I did just play a lot of Minecraft and like early on because like that was the way at the time, right? But, like I have taken a couple breaks from YouTube. Like it's not just been like, you know, a decade continuous, right? I've had like probably 2 or 3 years that I've almost, well, not entirely taken off, but significantly slowed down, right? Like I remember my first time. Wait, no, don't do that. Just I was playing the Fruit of Grisaya, right? But it got copyright stricken. I got 2 strikes. 1 more, I was out. So after that, I just played it extremely safe and like didn't do anything until they expired. I think I played Fallout New Vegas. I was trying to do a playthrough where I killed no one. Oh yeah, another one. Okay. Do you think like Tapu and Arenes? Like obviously they think he's mindless, right? But if he talks, that's weird. These Ocelots seem tougher than usual. They're using weapons they've never seen before too. Let me at him. I want to fight him. I'll fight him real good. Fight, 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 fight. And there's no end of them. You can't handle all this alone. They do not seem like how Tapu described. Come on, U-Olga, what are you doing? Help us out here. Sorry, but I can't deal with Danos. More than 2 of them and I get all itchy. Everyone fall back. See? See? How's that helpful here? How the heck are we gonna get past that? Indeed, this could be quite the conundrum. Danos soldiers have been stationed at equidistant points all across the plain. So like, I obviously can work out what that word means, but is that a real word? They must be keeping watch over Ocelot attempts to make their way here from the lower strata. We might be able to sneak past them in the jungle. There's nowhere to hide out of these plains. There's no chance of them listening to us either. Wouldn't they notice, hey, they're coming from the way of our city instead of the way Ocelot might come from? Like that's, you think they'd question that? Danos' jobs are quite stubborn. They take their duties very seriously, work tirelessly for hours on end. There's no point in trying to negotiate with them. If we try to pass, pain is all we should expect. Oh, so we're probably gonna stop at the city, right? There's something we can do? Of course there is. I recommend we return to the road and make a detour at Chicken Itza. If these Danos are guarding the way on behalf of the King of Dinosaurs, then I'll simply have to receive authorization to pass from the King himself. I see. Think we'll find Chicken Itza at those ruins we saw in the distance early this morning. Correct. Chicken Itza's a holy land dedicated. I hope I'm saying that right, by the way. Maybe you emphasize it differently. Am I saying it too similarly to chicken? It is the one place in Mictlan where Danos live and gather together. It is also where we can find a being you call a god, U-Olga, the teaching of the sun. Okay. So yeah, I do know who U-Olga is. Well, I know what she looks like. Well, it could be a guy. We don't know. No, I'm pretty sure it's a girl because I know one thing about them. I don't think I should say it yet. And well, I'm not for sure if this is true, but from what I read, it sounds like it's true. And based on the context of it, I was expecting to run into them like earlier. Oh, I don't know dinosaur names. What do you call that one? The rhinoceros one. And this is the big pyramid thing. Ganitza. Welcome to the city of Danos, everyone. That gives you +1 production and +1 culture under all rainforests. It was built by expanding and renovating the remains of an ancient city, so you may find the buildings and various facilities a bit large for your taste, I'm afraid. A bit? You call this a bit? Well, I mean, that kind of implies that the humans built this, like the Aztecs. Well, Chicken Eats of the Aztecs or the Mayans? Might have been the Mayans. But the timeline is that. Also, I like the song. Okay, we'll see about that. We'll see how the timeline works. So it's twice as big as anything humans would build. Might as well be a city of giants to a short fairy like me. Well, I'm barely a meter tall when I'm floating. Can't even climb these stairs. This means I just have to go back to the Black Bear. I mean, the Ord next for now. I was really looking forward to my first time sightseeing in a lost boat too. Don't worry, Habitat. Oh, are we invisible? You can always ride on my shoulder if you want. How about I carry you instead? It's me, looking directly at the camera. I mean, it makes sense we'd be invisible, right? Just... I was kind of wondering why no one was reacting to us. This is just too freaking weird. What the hell did you do, Rasputin? Ha ha ha! I'm glad you like my disguise spell. The incident in the plains made it abundantly clear that we weren't going to get far in the Dano cities looking like humans. Wait, oh, do we look like dinosaurs? That's not my particular area of expertise. I attempted a bit of magecraft. That is a sacrament. This guy's Horsey, Mashu, and myself as Danos. Okay. Don't worry, it's merely an illusion. Think of it as a kind of augmented reality. It was a big help, Father Kotomine. Wouldn't have been able to enter Chicken Eats us so easily otherwise. I thought it was just showing us like in front of dinosaurs. It's a good thing we have him here helping us, isn't it, Senpai? Dinosaur noises! Haha, I'm glad you like it, but please stick to human language if you don't mind. Says the other Danos won't think anything of it even if they overhear us speaking our language. Too bad U-Olga, Marie, and Marine couldn't come with us. Yes, it is. But Director, U-Olga Marie said... Too many dinosaurs. Disguise myself as a lizard? Of course not. I'm gonna camp out here at my embassy. By the middle of the jungle? You'll stay here too, right, Butler? I'm afraid I can't, young miss. Too interested in Chicken Eats to pass up this chance. But a nice souvenir will be enough to earn your forgiveness. Would you prefer something edible or something decorative? Wait, now you're deciding what to do? Are you sure you're my butler? I'll be tagging along in my spirit form, so I won't need a disguise. Man, I can't wait. They don't have any jungles back in the land of fairies, you know? Can't wait to see what kind of fairies they have in there. Looks like you'll be the only one staying here, you are. I do think you would be fine even without a disguise, but oh well. Really? Then I'll stay behind too. I don't want to leave you all by yourself. That being said, our goal is to rendezvous with the Storm Border. All we need to do is get permission to pass. As long as we can do that, we shouldn't have to wait outside the city for too long. Yes, that's true. Probably shouldn't have treated this like a sightseeing trip. On another note, Ganitza, right? Way more Danos here than I expected. You know how many live here? It was about 2,000 Danos back when I was still living here. Oh, okay, that's not too big then. Seems that the Oslima hunts have driven a great many Danos here from all over Mictlan. Oh, okay, I thought the numbers might be down. Guess there are about 2,400 Danos here now. Okay. Only 400 more? Doesn't seem like a lot. Once the Cryptor came along, the Oslima built Mexico City. Many Danos have died at their hands. Sure, some Danos are still hiding out in the jungle. As a whole, Danos are now on the verge of extinction. It would be safe to say our extinction is assured at this point. For a time, the Oslima primarily targeted females, so there wouldn't be any new generations. Oh, that's cold. Even if a new generation were to be born, their future would be hopeless, given that Mictlan itself will be ending soon. You mean, because we'll be cutting down your tree of happiness? Oh, yes, that's a possibility as well, isn't it? Okay, I was wondering, is there another thing going on? Please don't worry about us, Mashu. You either, Horsey. You need to worry only about making the choices necessary for your survival. And all that should concern us is what we do with the time we have left. May I ask you two things, Tapu? There's a structure on the main street over there that looks like a store. Stop texting me! Oh my god, what did they want? Okay. What is its purpose? If it's a business, does that mean the concept of currency has a place in your lives? Oh yes, money! That's one of proper human history's inventions, isn't it? No, we don't have anything like that. That building simply displays many things Danos may need. If you need anything there, it is free for the taking. Oh, okay. Communism. Dinosaur communism! I mean, that's not exactly how communism works, but the Danos there is only present for safety reasons. Danos can vary greatly from well, what do you'd still call that communism, right? Just, that's not how it was applied in, in human history. Danos can vary greatly from individual to individual, you see? Something that may be a boon for one Danos could be a poison to another. So they have a Danos who understands those differences standing by to explain what each item does. So it's a demand-based system? Not even bartering? Why is that? Probably because Danos lack almost nothing. Humans are constantly lacking almost everything. They can't get sufficient nutrients just from moving their bodies. They lack the requisite internal resources to satisfy their mind. They always seek what is better, or simply to have more of something than their neighbors. That unending want is what drives humans to crave wealth, to find new and better ways of accumulating it. Money is the blood of human society, built on the fact that every one of our lives is finite. The Danos, on the other hand, possess strong bodies and calm minds. They want for nothing. It simply never occurred to them to steal from each other. So humanity should become dinosaurs. It's true. Danos have never gone to war with one another. We have no racial differences, like you do in proper human. I mean, there's dinosaurs that fly and swim, though. You just said last arrow that, well, I don't know when, 2 arrows ago, that you have a different viewpoint than dinosaurs that live in the water. I suppose there's a ritual Shoktapayolitsili competition, but that's a very peaceful thing. Okay, thank you, Guro. Thank you. Shok what? It's essentially what the priest would call prayer. We give thanks to the sun for its light and pray for it to stay. Pray for the sun to stay. Tapu, I believe it's time for my second question. That building over there, the one which resembles a Mesoamerican pyramid, is that an altar where the king dwells? There are buildings like that in proper human history as well. Those buildings lack. That ore on top of the altar seems to stretch up to the sky. Oh, it's ore? It's like some kind of jade crystal. Oh, now that you say crystal, do you think that's related to ore? Oh, interesting. So you have sun altars in proper human history too? I suppose the desire to draw closer to the sun must exist across many cultures. Is that what pyramids are for? I thought it was just a tall building. That altar is what makes Chichen Itza a holy land, where the sun both begins and ends. That is the solar sojourn. I have been thinking that the sun is probably artificial, right? Like, I'm guessing a servant made it, or well, not necessarily a servant, like, someone we summon as a servant. Proper human history, the sun is in outer space and the earth revolves around it, yes? But there is no outer space in Mictlan. Our sun lives here with us. Like, who's the Aztec god of the sun? I assume there is one. From what you've told me of proper human history, seems our sun is a tiny, artificial one. Begins this journey here at Chichen Itza, travels all the way to the 9th stratum, then makes its way back. That alters the sun's house, gives the sun a place to stay, gives it strength, sends it back on its way. That's how the sun works here in Mictlan. Does that answer your questions? I see. Been wondering how the sun manages to float up there in the sky. Since Mictlan's gravity affects its outer edges, or sides, depending on your perspectives. But it seems the sun is an independent relic of sorts, quite separate from the laws governing Mictlan. I believe it is, yes, but permit me to make a correction. Those pillars you see reaching up to the sky are not ore, but a plant. Oh, okay. See, I thought it looked more plant-like to me. It kind of looks like a tree. The resin is what gives them that shining appearance. That alters the very top of the outer space tree that runs through all of Mictlan. Oh. Does that answer all your questions? Good. Let's go to the altar now. They're the king of dinosaurs is a temperamental Danos. I'm sure they'll understand if we just explain our situation. I'm sure everything will go great. Good to hear. But will we really be able to get an audience with this king so easily? Oh yes! As a matter of fact, I was once one of Chicken Eat's priests. I left before the king of dinosaurs appeared, so I've never met them myself. But I still have my record of accomplishments, or rather, my connections to vouch for me. Besides, we have no concept of things like territory or national borders. Anyone is free to go wherever they like in Mictlan, just like the sun. Tepu! What are you doing here? What? Go choke on a corn cob! Dang it, who let a heretical thinker like you all the way into the holy solar soldier chamber in the first place? I had a feeling that Tepu had a different perspective than the rest of the dinosaurs. Who are these young Danos there with you? Did you come here just to show off how clever your prized pupils are? Guy, pardon my French. They aren't my pupils, they're my teachers. I've learned a great deal from them. At any rate, that's such like a... Glad to see you're in good health, Priest Vukub. We're like an audience of the King of Dinosaurs. Would you mind letting us through? Would I? Of course I'd mind. King is very busy dealing with the Yasalame right now. You want to know that since you're so blissfully retired to the jungle, the Yasalame are vicious creatures called humans. King understood this was an existential threat to Danos, so he closed off the plans and vowed to fight. Chicken Eat's has no place for a gutless coward like you. Leave. Now. I'm afraid you're mistaken, Vukub. Still have a home here. I made it myself. That's not what I mean. Dang it! Soldiers! Soldiers to me! Okay, this is a story chapter. No fighting. Get this ingrate out of my sight. Immediately. Don't let him anywhere near the King of Dinosaurs' chambers. Oh yeah, that didn't go well. Okay, I got a text message from a number I don't know saying hi. Oh my god, everyone stop it. I'm trying. Okay. Hello. Okay, I'm gonna get scammed in real time, everyone. See? Tepu, are you actually kind of, clueless? Tepu, if you'll forgive me saying so, you don't seem to be on the best of terms with that Vukub fellow. It's true, Vukub despises me. Damn, I'm a little more than a spoiled corn. We've said assassins after me a number of times. What? Dinosaur assassins? No idea he'd been promoted all the way to head priest. Pity I forgot to congratulate him. So if the head priest hates you that much, then... Looks like we're not gonna get an audience with the King of Dinosaurs anytime soon. It's not through the front door. That Vukub guy seems seen Mashu and Horsey now, so we can't go ask for an audience on our own now either. They'll turn us away just for being friends of Tepu. Ouch. Well, there's nothing. Well, can Kira just change the spell? Nothing more we can do about that now. We'll have to change tactics. Since Tepu's connections turned out not to help, we'll have to find another way. Then we look for someone else here in Chicken Eat's who'll be willing to help us and meet with the King of Dinosaurs via a different route. We'll need to start by gathering information. I agree that this isn't a problem we'll be able to resolve overnight. In which case, we'll need a place where we can relax and think. Tepu, is there any shared lodging facility for visitors of Chicken Eat's? I'd only use my own house. Should still be standing. Left the main road quite a ways, so we should be able to discuss proper human history without being overheard. Oh, let's have U-Olga and Marine come with us too. Of course, none of you are Danos, so it'd be best if we stay together as much as possible. End of area? Yeah, okay. How long is the last one? Okay, very long, yeah. There's a battle moment. Okay, is this the one we wanted Morimasa on? I think it is. If it lets us bring him. Oh, hey. Hey guys, congrats on a hard day's work. Managed to get into the city without any trouble just by sticking close to U-Olga. Because the other Danos thought you were one of my accessories. So be careful, because that won't work if you get too far away from me. Anyway, thanks for coming to get us. Looks like we've got yet another problem on our plates. Is it the horns make you look like a dinosaur, right? So you refused an audience with the King of Dinosaurs, huh? I get it. I'm not in the habit of seeing unscheduled visitors either. We've only got one choice then. I'll just have to destroy the altar. Doesn't matter how high and mighty they are, once they don't have a palace to live in, they'll have to come outside. That's, we didn't escalate matters quite so dramatically, young miss. If doing so would cause serious diplomatic issues, and, potentially get rid of the sun. Our only problem at present is that Tapew's reputation proved lacking. We have other options still available to us. Great. Tonight we'll discuss what to do at Tapew's house, then in the morning, we'll go out into town and gather information. I see. Alright, you guys are okay with that? Then I am too. Okay, Tapew, show us the way to your house. We'll hear more of what you've got to say once we're there. Yes, I think that would be for the best. We need to tidy the place up. They've been away for quite some time. I dare say you won't find anywhere else quite like it in all of Chichen Itza. Quite proud of it. Maybe a little too big for your taste, but I can promise you that you'll at least get a very good night's sleep. I'm ready. What is it? Is this the house? Oh, okay. How long did he say you've been away again? It's been reclaimed by the jungle. Yeah, you know, sometimes it gets like this. You know, that's life. Sorry about this. As you can see, weeds sprout up just about anywhere. I like to think that those of us lucky enough to own gardens in either proper human history or this lost post share similar struggles. I trust I can count on your help with weeding and pest control. Okay, 3 servants. Oh, because we have Olga Marie, I see. So we're just gonna permanently be summoning 2. Can I? No, okay. I want the plug suit though. Okay. Anyway, what I was talking about? Yeah, my YouTube channel, tier list and stuff. I am planning. I think I'll do at least one more tier list. I'll probably upload it like after I finish uploading part 1 of Lost World 7. Because at the end of that video, I brought up the idea of doing just a general like Nasuverse tier list of all the stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, you know what? You know, if the people want it, and they clearly do, I'm now a tier list YouTuber. Next time I'm going to be reacting to videos. Like I'll say nothing except once a minute I'll go. That's my new channel, everyone. please be excited for it. I mean, of course, that's not what I'm going to be doing. Right? I can see myself doing some more like miscellaneous content, like a tier list occasionally, but that's definitely not going to become like a new thing. Jungle snakes and poisonous snake playing in the garden. Oh, beast playing in the garden. But he's just having fun. Ah, we're just shy. Okay, let's just kill these guys then. This? I think that's the best thing to do. Oh, we got a crit! You weren't supposed to actually crit! Okay, again, well, yeah, don't waste the normal phantasm, just use it next in the final wave. Oh, actually, hey, she crit! That's the crit we needed. Oh, that's the crit we, oh, baby! Make yourself forward turn this, I think, unless there's like, 4 waves. Nope. Oh yeah, we got this easy, okay. Not quite a 3 turn, but we'll take the 4 turn. Okay. Yeah, like, so Nasuverse tier list. Like, definitely see myself doing that in the next month, right? Besides that, like, I just do a general visual novelty. But like after that, like I'm done. Like I'm not gonna do like what's like the lowest quality tier list you could do? Like just absolute garbage content. Well, all of them, but oh shoot, battle's over, so I can't talk about that. Oh, hey, it is actually. It looks nice. Chaldea really does impressive work. Can't believe it. My dilapidated old house looks absolutely pristine. Remind me of the next video. There's a another kind of content. It would be a scripted video I always wanted to do, but I never got around to making it. I think you may be giving us too much credit. I do feel satisfied with our job here. Senpai and I really can't take all the credit. Cleaning's totally my thing. Even make an oil-splattered engine room shine like a mirror. Kitchen cleanup is one of my greatest talents as well. Cleanliness leads to living prudently. It's true, we could never finish this quickly without you two. You had a cleaning man? Okay. I always knew you were a hard worker, Marine. Can't possibly thank you enough. I wanted to try cleaning every corner of this place before, so only so far these arms can reach. So I'm afraid my cleaning sweeps have always been somewhat lackluster, since Chicken Eats is quite literally built on the back of ancient ruin. But most Danos don't mind since they're nature lovers to begin with, but dirt and dust accumulating in corners has always irked me. I even thought about moving into a less civilized environment just so I wouldn't have to worry about keeping it clean. Is that why you're living in that cave so far away from the city? Oh no, I had other reasons for that. Primarily wanted to get away from the nature-loving Danos. Never mind that now. I was hoping you and Horsey could tell me more about proper human history. I believe you said there was a city called Chicken Eats in your world too, yes? Okay, sorry, zoned out there for a second. What was it like? What sort of civilization did it belong to? If I'm an expert on the subject, I'd be glad to tell you what I know. Proper human history, Chicken Eats was a Mayan city. Okay. Located on the Yucatan Peninsula of modern-day Mexico. The Mayan civilization lasted from around 2000 BC to it lasted that long? 1697. Area from 2000 BC to 250 is known as the pre-classic period. From 250 to 900 is known as the classic period. Finally, the period from 900 to the late 17th century was the post-classic period. Each of these periods is said to have experienced their own decline and subsequent rise to prosperity. So, that was like... Did Cortez wipe them out? Like, when was... Hold on, I'm looking this up. Cortez, Hernan versus Aztecs year. Oh no, that's in the 15th. They outlasted Cortez. When did Maya end? Well, the classic Mayan, yeah, ended around 950. Well, between 750 and 950. So, okay. What's the post-classic Mayans? Each of these periods is said to have experienced their own decline and subsequent rise. So the Chicken Itza is built by the Itza people, Mayan for water sorcerers, in the post-classic period. Oh, so it's older. Oh. The Itza are thought to be either outsiders to the Maya civilization, or the descendants of the Mayans who managed to escape the fall of their central hub. Wherever they came from, when they arrived in the peninsula with its abundance of natural wells, or cenotes, they called it Chicken Itza, or the mouth of the well of the water sorcerers. The Itza people also worshipped a god of wind and water they called Kukulkan. This same god was known as Quetzalcoatl in Aztec mythology, which came later. Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know that. Mayan mythology and Aztec mythology are different? Yeah. Is it? Do they have like shared points? Okay, many of their myths are similar thanks to their shared origin in Latin America, but yes, at their heart, they're fundamentally different religions. So it's like in Fate, what is it, like Babylonian, is it Sumerian mythology, or different but essentially the same-ish? But kind of crassly, the Mayan civilization was sort of like a rough draft for a more polished Aztec civilization, or you could even say the Greeks and the Romans. Kukulkan, so they existed in proper human history as well. Of course they did. And yet proper human history's Mayan civilization still fell, even when they had their god protecting them? Well, yes. When the Mayan civilization declined, the gods disappeared as well. All of Latin America entered its age of humanity. Do you think the Mayan gods are like alien germs too? Because that's what Quetzalcoatl is, right? Just a germ? Mayan civilization is thought to have been created by the Mayan people, but in truth it was the creation of many different tribes and hamlets. Their descendants broke into several different ethnicities, like the Tisol and the Quiche. I don't know how to say those. The name Maya is now believed to have come many years later from the city-state of Mayapan. Mayapan. During the Classic period, Mayan civilization was composed of around 60 to 70 city-states. Even after their civilization's first collapse, the Mayans went on to create numerous cultures and histories during the post-Classic period. They're even believed to have been physically stronger and more mentally advanced than the average person at the time. I mean, in fate that's probably true, but city-states like Copan, Tikal, I mean, really, if they were, you know, like, well-nourished, that could actually be true. Possibly. Well, that's probably just, you know, one of the Mayans wrote on a tablet, or whatever they wrote on. Yeah, we're way stronger than all the other guys in the period. So no, that's historical fact. Calakmul and Palenque flourished thanks to the prolonged period of continuous competition and cooperation. These cultures had advanced written languages and astronomical practices, built incredible structures like the Pyramide de la Danta, here in the Mayan city of El Mirador. By using the observatory, El Caracol, which meticulously tracked the stars' movements, created true calendars, and efficiently managed the lives of their people. Although the Mayans never had a single unifying dynasty, the kings of their various city-states did forge alliances. Still, technological progress isn't a matter of manpower alone. It's also greatly affected by the environment, the kind of crops they can grow, the ore they can mine, and the climate they live in. The harsh climate of Mesoamerica helped to form a vibrant mythology, also made the Mayan people very strong, but prevented them from making much progress when it came to hand tools, like weapons. After the center of culture gradually shifted from the Yucatan Peninsula to the central Mexican plateau, the same thing happened with the Aztec civilization, which flourished in the post-Classic period. Their arms consisted primarily of wooden weapons like spears, bows, and bacana, swords made of wood, with shards of obsidian embedded in their edges. Did they not reach like an Iron Age? Or Bronze Age even? They never developed guns, nor did they have mounted cavalry. I mean, I don't know. There's a strong argument to be made that the people in Mesoamerica lagged behind European nations in matter of warfare. And then, the successor to Mayan civilization, flourishing Aztec kingdom, collapsed in the mid-16th century. It did not collapse. Oh, okay, is that what they're calling the post-classic Mayans? Not collapse because of strife with bordering kingdoms. They were overrun by foreign conquerors who came from across the sea. From across the sea? What do you mean? They were led by a Spanish conquistador named Hernan Cortez. He landed on the shores of Central America with only a few trusted companions, eventually conquered the Aztec capital of Tenochtitlan. The Aztec king at the time... Is it a C? I thought it was Montezuma. Moctezuma II died in the ensuing upheaval. But in the end, Hernan Cortez and his fellow conquistadors destroyed the Aztecs. From then on, the Aztec lands became Spanish territory dubbed Nueva España, meaning New Spain, which would later become Mexico. I've heard of that. Less than 500 Spaniards destroyed an Aztec kingdom of tens of thousands of people. I heard that he teamed up with like a lot of like Native American tribes and like etc. in their region, just because like basically all the Aztecs neighbors, because everyone else hated the Aztecs too. Remember an Aztec legend that went something like, though the good god Quetzalcoatl may have vanished after being defeated by the evil god Tezcatlipoca, one day he will return from the northeastern lands and restore the Aztecs to their former glory. By that time, the Age of Gods had already ended. That didn't stop people from believing. At the time, Quetzalcoatl was believed to have white skin and a black beard. So when Cortez appeared, matching that description, I've heard of this. Moctezuma believed him to be the second coming of Quetzalcoatl, welcomed him as a guest. I've also heard that the source we have on this is Hernan Cortez. So this may not be entirely factual. Are they a conqueror from a foreign country as a guest? I do know. I don't think it's true that he was treated as a guest at some point. Good and evil, creation and destruction, sun and darkness, Tezcatlipoca and Quetzalcoatl. Is that the god of the sun then? Or what? Is Quetzalcoatl the god? I don't know. The Mayan and Aztec peoples didn't believe the relationship between the two gods to be so simple. Right. Well, Kukulkan is the god of water and... Was it the moon? Or the water and something. I think it was the moon. So Tezcatlipoca would be... I'm even saying that right? Would be the sun, right? Since Kukulkan and Quetzalcoatl mirror each other. I'll go into their relationship more later. Cortez used the Aztec people's belief in the legend of Quetzalcoatl to his advantage. He won the Aztec Empire's hostile neighboring tribes to his side. With their help, conquered their capital. Now he was outnumbered. Aztec Empire? Didn't you say it was a kingdom earlier? Yes, I did. This time, the central Mexican plateau was home to many different city-states. In the case of the Aztecs, the two kingdoms of Tlacopan and Texcoco had a sworn alliance and formed a powerful empire. They used that combined power to dominate the neighboring tribes. It said that in the Aztec kingdom's capital city of Tenochtitlan, over 50 people were sacrificed to the rain god Tlaloc. Come on! Tlaloc and the tribal god Huitzilopochtli every day. Over 50 a day? The Aztec people regularly waged war with neighboring city-states and used their overwhelming military force to capture a great many people for use as slaves and sacrifices. I can only imagine how much their neighbors must have hated them. Right. The Aztec Empire's success was built on countless bodies and all the resentment that created. So Cortez wasn't solely responsible for their downfall. Bad blood had been building between the Aztecs and their neighbors for many years by then. When it came to warfare in Flatland, Spaniards' guns and cavalry gave them an overwhelming advantage. The Aztec Empire simply did not have anything similar to use. Neither guns nor horses were much help in the jungle. The Aztecs had a tremendous advantage in terms of numbers. That is why probably Cortez's smartest decision was not to wage war with the neighboring tribes, but instead to enlist them as allies against a common enemy in the Aztec Empire. He then spread rumors that he was the second coming of Quetzalcoatl. Instead of being treated as an invader, he openly paraded through Tenochtitlan's gates, took Moctezuma II as prisoner, and occupied the Aztec capital. In the end, the Aztec Empire was destroyed in the name of the Spaniards' greed, the neighboring tribes' fury. Though they arguably had the most powerful empire on Earth at the time, they had nothing of the flourishing capital, Tenochtitlan. Was it that powerful? Still collapsed from within, unable to even fight a proper war. Moctezuma II hadn't believed in the legend of Quetzalcoatl's second coming, or if the Aztec Empire had been less receptive to outside cultures, the history of Mesoamerica might have gone very differently. Yeah, that's why Moctezuma II was said to be the ruler who brought about the end of the Aztec Empire. He was blamed for the error of welcoming a foreign invader as an Aztec god. And in the end, it was his own people of Tenochtitlan, not the Spaniards, who killed him. Spaniards actually let Emperor Moctezuma go free, but the nobles and other people of Tenochtitlan stoned him to death. Okay, yeah, that checks out. There are numerous theories as to why the Spaniards let him go. But the most prevalent is that they wish to avoid being seen as having committed regicide themselves. Anyway, that's a very abridged history of proper human history's Mesoamerica. That's all I can tell you. Hope it was helpful. Oh yes, certainly. Those guns you mentioned. That's what the tools the Oslama used are called, yes? Well, I mean, I guess that mirrors your life history then. These were the conquerors from the outside world. Guns used to suppress the local tribes. Massacres. And also, it's just like what has been happening in Mictlan as of late. Which would make David the Cryptor our very own Hernan Cortez. I wonder if we're ever going to get Cortez as a servant. Because he has been mentioned a couple times before this, hasn't he? I'm not blaming you for that. It's... how can I put this? Simply struck by the similarities is all. Wherever our golden city, Chichen Itza, and Kukulkan, the teachings of the sun. Proper human history had an altar city, also named Chichen Itza, and Kukulkan, who was a god of wind and water. Wind and water, okay, never mind. I mean, water is related to the moon, but I don't know. We also have our subterranean world named Mictlan. You have your underworld, also named Mictlan. As I told you back to the cornfield, we never had a concept of such a thing as a god. We learned about that from David the Cryptor. Our teachings of the sun, Kukulkan, only came to be called a god because of what we learned from him. We also this notion of gods fits much better now. Not to say one is real and the other is false. Really saying that, thanks to the new knowledge and perspectives. What had simply existed till now has been replaced with something wholly new. It's all very exciting, but there's still some parts I don't clearly understand. I think I'd like to learn more about these gods of proper human history next. That is, yeah, Masha said we'd get back to this. Tezcatlipoca and Quetzalcoatl. It's rather late now, though. Why don't we call it a night, and I'll show you to your beds. Let me ask you one thing first. Tapu, you Danos clearly don't belong here in Chichen Itza. If anything, your lifestyles here seem to be based on those of people from proper human history. Who built this city? The being you call the King of Dinosaurs? Oh no, King of Dinosaurs only showed up quite recently, so there's nothing to do with the Chichen Itza. No, it's Kukulkan who built Chichen Itza. Okay, because she's a Mayan god. Well, he's a Mayan god. And you know, it's a Mayan, that makes sense. In fact, it said that Kukulkan, the sun god, built the city to oversee all of Mictlan. Oh, Kukulkan, the sun. Okay. I was thinking, since the sun comes here to like rest or whatever, you know, renew itself, that Kukulkan was probably the one who made it. That this all checks out. Get some quartz. I think we have enough for a summon if I cash in the fragment. They do, so I think if I go here, there's a shortcut. Oh, no. You can't go to the exchange in under limited time, of course. That wouldn't make sense. Wait, oh, that was only one. Oh, oops. I was thinking that they made it so the story chapters give you 2 now, like, you know, interludes and stuff. Oh, maybe next time. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time with what are we on now? Section 5? Yes, Life in Chichen Itza 1. Oh god, we're gonna be here a while. Anyways, yeah, I'll see you guys for that. Bye.